mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth, and that executed well and a great throw, too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, it was a well-thrown football. A nice, healthy game right there.
And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if
he rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right? That 4th seed.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Inside the 20.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Fields going to keep it once more.
call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. Here's the option going left on second down. They find some open field here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment. But a penalty flag on the field. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2.
And the first play will be a field goal try. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Rodgers. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other. But they said it was a receiver in the area, so no penalty. Just an incomplete pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Rodgers now to throw.
He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bears take over.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 34.
They'll start with the option.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Holding offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
A run between the tackles with Cohen.
Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during it.
Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it, and the Packers pick it up. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like
this,
this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Draw play, Cohen, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Caught by Cobb.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3-and-out.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw is Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Now Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Fields throwing again. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Fields now to throw.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now it's Fields.
Finding Bourne here over the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On second down, Montgomery. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Fields.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown Bears. Kendrick Bourne in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bears continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now the point after try for Santos. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, once again, thank you. What a 3 days it has been. Just one more half of football remains on this Monday night in Super Wildcard Week.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And the Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he's got Rome. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Santos now to add the PAT. And it stretches the lead to 27. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start with a give to Cohen.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Holding offense.
And they get the guard, John Runyon.
Still first down.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Over the middle, it's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken around the 12. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Here's Fields.
This one to Bourne, and he's got it.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught here by Griffin. Touchdown! From 19 yards away. And the Bears are pouring it on.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side with Dillon.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Rodgers.
That's taken in by Watson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.